Hello everyone, welcome to my reef life. It's been a while, I figure it's time for another update. I've been away, hopefully I'm going to add a video of the Honolulu aquarium, which has one of the biggest clams in captivity. Anyways, this video is just going to be an update about this tank. A few things have happened, a few problems have occurred. We're going to start off with some coral wars. This bubble tip was where this orange lepto is, and that lepto was on that white spot. So the bubble tip moved there. You know, you can see it would be stinging that lepto. The lepto, it's hard to see from this angle because it's on the top part, but it started to die off, get really stringy. You know, I could tell it wasn't happy. So lepto was still small enough. I was able to move it easily, so I did. The bubble tip's really stuck in the rock there, so couldn't do much with her. Neat place. I hope she stays there. If she starts moving around again, I'll probably try to get her out. She split again. I gave off the other half. So hopefully she just behaves, because right below her, this zoa was there. And it's still small enough, so luckily I was able to move it there. And where the zoa currently is, I moved the Bali, the green Bali Slimer up there, a little higher, more par, seems to like it. You see a little ball of some green algae here. I was using Vibrant twice a week, trying to get rid of, I have some bubbles up there, just there, and the back glass, it's the only place they are, so I thought I'd use Vibrant for that, but I've discontinued and just cranked up my no-pox, and actually this ball of algae is getting smaller. It's engulfed as the zoa that's there, so the zoa is clammed up. Hopefully it'll still be alive. But there was always a weird plume of algae there in that zoa, even when I got it, so it seems that it just went off. I've been away, had my no-pox so low, so who knows. So continuing on with the coral wars, this plating coral over here, super neat, I love it. It was behind there, right next to that green ball, Agonostria, and you can see a little part of it it's dead on the left, and that's due to that plating coral. Super neat, because these tentacles come out of those mouths, about 2 inches long, feeder tubes, but they're aggressive. So I was luckily able to move the plating coral there. Those pieces fell off. It's pretty brittle, this one, so whatever. Now I have some frags. What do we got as far as growth? The SPS, we're doing good. Frog spawn, I could probably even frag that if I wanted to, but I just love how it's just huge. Torch, everything good there. The clam, still not much coloration, but it is growing. And I also wanted to mention that my last video, I had those 2 clownfish in quarantine because I just got them. The smaller clownfish I put back into my main display shortly after, and the bigger one, this one, I'd left in, it must over a month anyways. It had what I believed to be a swim bladder disease, only because it couldn't swim upright. It was just on the left, on the left, on the left. So I had Primafix, so I used that. It didn't work. I have Melifix, used that, didn't work. Both natural products, so I figured I'd start with that. So being that it didn't work, and I didn't want to, have to get rid of the fish or have it die, I reached out to J&L, asked them what they used, and it was Marcin 2. So I dosed that, just a 5-day, and it worked. He swimed pretty good, and I think he'd be all right. So fingers crossed for him. No ick. You remember I had an ick issue when I had that tang. I couldn't get the yellow wrasse or the Watchman goby out, so I used the 20-day cycle of the Polyp Lab Medic in hopes that would get rid of the ick. I can't say 100% if it did or not, but I don't see ick, so fingers crossed that it worked. Besides that, down below is still no refugium. It's still offline. It was getting ratty, and I didn't need it. I put a check valve in, just jerry-rigged one while I went away. because you know these don't come with one. These Red Sea Reefers are 5/8 tube, which is odd size because I couldn't find any check valves that size. But a 3/4 inch with a 3/4 inch bulb or barb fittings worked great. So no worries there. I also want to mention more issues with my AI Hydra 26s. You may remember I had one burn out on a power outage, nightmare doing warranty, so I ended up buying one right away just to have one. Then warranty sold me another one at a discounted rate, so you know I had now 2 other lights, but I still have issues. The one on the right has more violet than blue. It's hard to get on photo or video, and I don't think AI believes me because it doesn't show up on photo. So they're having me ship this light from Canada to the US and pay for all those fees in order to get it fixed, even though it's only a couple months old. So that's super annoying. And the one on the left, if you go in manual mode, hit the violet, the blue LED comes on, and then if you hit the blue slider in the manual mode, nothing happens. So I don't know what's going on there. So hard to say if I have any of these lights that actually are functioning properly. Definitely don't recommend them. Looking forward to some castles in the future. And that's really it for this update. I'm gonna do, I think, a bigger update. It's been over a year now, so I'll do a big update coming up, go over the equipment, what I've learned, all my mistakes, this and that. And then at one of the Honolulu Aquarium, I'm gonna try to get that going pretty quick because it was super neat. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, bye for now.